right, guys. Back out, gonna get them. You know what? We're gonna try some deep water today. I'll tell you why in just a little bit. All right. Let's talk a little about our weather we've had around here lately. Holy cow. 9-10 days in a row, 90 plus degrees, which is odd for us in Nebraska in June. Front came through, cooled a little. Wind's been blowing hard out of the south. Made it tough to get out. I was able to get out a couple days ago. And then turn around and the wind blew hard out of the north. So now that front went through. Cooled off, but the weather has just been really screwy. Hard to get out and fish. And we've also, I got the feeling, probably went through the spawn because the water temps up in the 70s. That streak of hot days really warmed the water up. So that's going to kind of been changing the fishing, and that's why we're going to go a little more off structure today. All right, I said offshore. I'm sitting in 17 feet of water. Over there, it's about 5 foot. We're going to spot lock it right here. We're going to throw up to the shallow, bring it back along that edge. Going to use a deep diver. Let's see what we come up with. What I'm hoping to do is cast it up where it's shallow, let it bounce off the bottom a couple times, and then come over that edge out to the deep water. Because a lot of times that's where those fish are sitting. They're on the edge itself. Not necessarily right on the hump, but on the edge of the hump. There we go. Found one. Oh, he ain't very big though. No, he ain't real big, but you're the first fish of the day. And the first fish of the day, it really doesn't matter how big you are. And I'll tell you what, look at that. He took a swipe, but he missed it. He missed it, but I didn't miss him. Yeah, you missed it. You missed it, but I didn't miss you. Come on. There we go. All right, what is it? Not real big. Shad color. And as to what this lure is, this is a blank that I painted. It comes from the Tom Mann fishing line. It's one of their blanks that you can buy. There we go, there's another one. This one might be a little bigger than the last one. Yeah, it might be. Not real big yet, but he's bigger than the last one. Yes, you are. Whew, all right. Hey, got it on the inside of the mouth this time. I get in the sun here. There we go, guys. See if I can get him where the sun's blocking the sun. Same lure. Again, I'm doing nothing fancy. I'm just sitting here in the right spot. Spot locks on. Just making casts. There's another one. Oh, really? There we go. And here's another one. Took a swipe at it. He didn't get it, but I got him. Open that mouth. Gotcha. They're taking swipes. There we go. Block the sun again if I can. Sorry about that. Taking swipes. They're missing it. Well, they're sort of missing it, but I ain't missing it. We'll take them whatever way we take them. This ain't no tournament where I have to have it in their mouth. All right, guys. We're out here. That point that sticks out. But maybe I should call it a drop off, maybe, because technically that point, there we go, hang on, I got a fish. Now I'll explain it to you in a minute. He ain't very big, but it's fish. All right. Get him off and I'll explain what I'm doing or what I just did. Got you with 2 out of the 3, huh? Get one out, get another in. There we go, little guy. All right, let me explain real quick. I call that a point. Maybe you could call that just a drop off, because it's like 16, 17 foot deep before I start sitting. Comes up to about 10 or 5 to 10 as it goes along. But from there, it comes into this flat where I'm sitting right now. So it doesn't drop off on this side. I'm sitting in 11 feet of water now, and it just kind of goes from that drop off to a long, big area, big flat area here. So we're going to continue along this flat area, and we're going to keep using this deep diver. All right, let's discuss real quick where we stand with this. Water temps went up to the 70s. We had that long spell, hot weather. Water temps up to 70s, full moon's over. I figure spawn is probably over, fish are moving deeper. Got a hump right here, 13, 14 feet, 8, 9 feet, 13, 14 feet. Kind of similar to the last situation we were in the point. So basically what I'm looking for is offshore structure, because I figured that's where they're at. I may not find some big ones, but I'm going to find some numbers. I was here 3 days ago, and we're going to take just a minute to kind of show you what that was like the last time I was here, and why I think a guy needs to be fishing offshore structure with deep crankbaits. All right, we're going to spot lock it right here. We're going to try this deep dive and crankbait for a little bit. That was a fair amount of fish, wasn't it? Just so you know, sitting here in about 45 minutes, I ended up picking up 21 off this hump just a few days ago. All right, normally I'd spot lock it here. I'm going to see if I can do this. Wind's not blowing too much. Maybe I can keep this adjusted so the camera isn't staring straight into the sun, huh? There we go. Got one. Found one. All right. There you go. That's not too bad a fish. There is it. I haven't found if that hook's inside or outside, but it is just barely on the edge. There we go. All right. Did that one. Small deep diver. That's going to get down to 8 or 10 feet. And a little later, I'm going to explain these to you. I got 2 different styles I'm using. I'll explain them to you in a little bit later. Right now, I just want to get back out there and see if I can catch more fish. Lake runs east to west, and we got a west wind. So I spot lock it. Then the camera here in front is going to be facing straight into the sun, just like it was in that last spot I was at. So we're going to try to just kind of move around this hump. There we go. Instead. All right, there we go. If I can keep it on the hump, we'll keep catching fish. Yeah, we'll still. Gotcha. The bad part of spot lock is when I'm busy taking the hook off, I can't see where the boat's going. We'll get us back there. All right, let's take a minute to talk about the two styles of crankbaits I'm using. Here's the first. This is about a 10-foot deep. It goes about 10 foot. Now, I bought these at Barlow's, and to be honest with you, I can't get them again. This has a knocker in it, and the place where I find that lure that looks exactly the same body style, unfortunately, does not have a knocker. So I can't buy more to replace that one. Now, the other one I've used is I have this body style right here. I bought this at Lure Parts Online. This body style actually is a man's blank. So Lure Parts buys blanks from Man's. So that's an original Man's blank. It'll go about 10, 12 feet down. No, I bought these way when I very first started. So I just ordered some more yesterday. So hopefully in a few days I'll have a few more. We'll paint some more of these. Both of them about 10, 12 feet down. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stick out here. So far I've worked that point and I've worked the hump. I've got a couple more spots, but we're going to try to work along this bank, try to stay out here in the 10, 12 feet water, and let's see if we can find something along the edge of this bank. All right, guys, I picked a spot here, and let me show you the map. Hopefully this will come out. I don't know. I pointed the camera at it. I mapped this lake once, I think last year. Notice the yellow area. That is shallower water. That's a hump. So right now I'm sitting in 13 feet of water. And that yellow area, when I went over the top of it, was about 5 to 6 foot. So this is kind of similar to where we started on that point. Sitting out in deep and throwing to shallow. If this don't pan, I'm going to move up a little closer. And get more up on it and throw across it. We'll see how it works here. Alright, that last hump didn't produce anything. We are back to the original drop-off that I fished earlier today. It's been a couple hours since I've been here. I thought we'd come back. We're going to attack it this way for a little bit. And once I get into the right depth, that time we'll hit the spot lock. It'll probably flip us around a little. We're going to try it from a different angle this time. See if we can come up with the same results from the first time. There we go, right here. Found one on the edge. I hate to say it, I changed colors. I don't know if that made a difference or not. Oh, and there he goes. Almost. Almost. One shot and missed, huh?
Yeah, he was kind of deep and moving. I think I probably had the wrong angle on it. When they're under deep like that, there's so much deflection.
Yeah. Yeah, hard to keep track of when they're that deep. Hard to account for that.
I think I shot right at him. I should have probably shot.
Oh, shit. Missed him. Missed him. Hey, there's a lot of swiping. I'll bet you the first 4 fish I caught, only 2 of them had a hook in the mouth.
Really?
They're swiping at it, but they're just not.
Yeah, something anyway.
Yeah, it ain't no tournament. I don't care if it's in their mouth or not, as long as I get them in the boat.
Yeah.
You going down for fishing rods? You gonna go down and get your fishing rods?
I think so.
Give up in the cart? There you go.
Yeah, I just keep them in my truck. I'll probably just go.
All right. I'll probably do this a while, but then I'm gonna head out. I got some stuff I need to go do.
Yeah,
So,
I gotta go to the store today. I told her.
well, guys, wasn't quite as good a day as the other day, but offshore structure, points, humps, that's the stuff. Get away from the bank, get out in the middle of the lake, find that, you'll find fish. Thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.